So the police officer can't be offended.
Okay, so PTTP is here in Great Yarmouth, Norfolk. We've got Job Centre Plus right in front of me, and police station to the left of me. Well, those are some slow moving doors.
Yes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not too bad. Things. Having a little look around at the signs and that. There's a lot of job.
Are you recording?
Pardon?
Are you recording?
Pardon?
Are you recording anything at all?
Yes.
Can I ask you not to record one in the job centre, please? It's like private property.
So the G4S employee states that the job centre is private property. In actual fact, it's funded by the public and it's publicly accessible. Taking pictures or recording a video in a public place is not against the law. Then why should he be asking him to stop recording?
Why?
Because we don't have anybody recording in the job centre.
There's no signage or anything on the front
Yeah, I'm
door.
asking you not to record inside the job centre, please.
I don't understand why not.
We don't have phone inside the job centre. We'll have to ask you to do it outside.
I don't understand why
We don't
not.
have anybody recording the job centre.
But again, like, you've got no signage on the door. Like, you know, there's
I'm
nothing.
asking you not to record one in the job centre, please.
You could ask me not to wear my boots while I'm in the job centre.
Yeah,
You know, if you
we
haven't
are
got any
private
signage.
property. Can I ask you to stop recording, please?
Pardon?
Again,
Pardon?
can I ask you to stop recording, make way towards the foyer. If you're refusing to do it, I will have the police informed.
Well, it's not really nothing to say anything.
Well,
to
with
get the
data
police
protection
involved
inside the building, there's confidential information on show. I'm asking you not to carry on recording.
with. Why is there confidential information on show?
We have people at desks, they're recording.
Oh, they shouldn't be on show, should
Well, they're
it?
not on show, but there's people at
Just like
desks.
your blinds are wide open, I could stand outside and see all of that information, couldn't I?
Like, there's
Bit
about
of
asking
information
you to
about.
leave the property. If not, I will inform the police
I mean,
and have you removed. I'm being polite.
the police have no power to remove me
They
in
do
this
from here.
situation.
They do from here.
They don't.
We are private property.
Yeah, but that's not a police matter. Police can't get involved with
It's
civil
private
with the civil
property.
trespass.
No, asking you. Refusing, yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'm in a public area. I'm not
You're
going
also,
into the office
you're also
areas.
in a private building. It's owned by somebody else, makes it private.
Like I said, there's no signage on the door to suggest that I can't record in here. I have an internal memo from the DWP that states that members of the public are allowed to record in public areas. This is a public area. Members of the public are allowed to come in. You're worried about being a data breach. I shouldn't be able to see or hear it. That's the data breach, isn't it? Me seeing and hearing it. The recording would be evidence of that. So there should be no issue because I shouldn't be able to see or hear anything in the first place. And if I have, you're already breaching GDPR and DPA, aren't you? You're all over the place. In a public place, there's no expectation of privacy, I'm afraid.
Hi mate, how you doing?
What about yourself?
Good, good. What's your name, friend?
Pardon?
What's your name?
My name, Fred.
Okay. Why are you refusing to leave?
Pardon?
Why are you refusing to leave? What's happened? Just hang it. Yeah.
Do I have to?
Thank you.
Essentially, my friend, you just got to go. Hey, what about here? It's technically, although the job centre is a public place.
Yep.
Yeah. Only by express or implied permission. So now you have to leave. It's private property. When they want you to leave, so you got to go.
And if I don't?
I'll just take you out.
You'll take me out?
Yeah.
Why? What power do you have on that?
Okay. Breach of the peace. We can take you out. We can use reasonable force to prevent any issues. So under common law,
Right.
we can use force.
So breach of the peace.
I'm not here to argue. You
Okay.
get your stuff at me.
Okay, can I ask you a
No,
question?
you can't. No, you
Breach,
yourself
before you
leave.
use breach of the peace, I don't want to have to sue you, okay?
Okay.
I want to have a civil discussion, so
Okay,
I don't
let's
want to have to
civil
sue you.
discussion outside.
I don't want to
I
use...
can use common law to use
You don't
reasonable-
have the power under breach of the peace right now. I'm not being aggressive. Nobody is
You're
under
refusing
harm.
to leave.
Nobody's property
You're
is under
refusing
harm.
to leave.
You don't understand breach of
They
peace then.
want-
Use
they
your
want-
breach of peace and I'll sue you. Do it.
There's breach of
You've got
peace,
your
or I
collar
can
number?
use-
But and you're both PCs?
Yep.
Right.
We can
Use the
we can
powers you
common
think
law,
you've got
We
then.
can use common law.
Do it then.
We can use Section 3 of the Criminal Law Act to
What?
remove you. from
Section 3 of the
property.
Criminal Law Act? What's
Common
that?
law is
According to the Crown Prosecution Service, Section 3 applies to the prevention of crime and effecting, or assisting in, the lawful arrest of offenders and suspected offenders. There is an obvious overlap between self-defence and Section 3.
This does go on to say, actually, however, Section 3 only applies to crime and not civil matters.
what I'm going to use force.
Section 3 of the Criminal
Yeah,
Act.
so I'm not here to get into a discussion. Are you going to leave recently? Is there anything I can do that will reasonably get you to leave this property?
Have a civil discussion without threatening violence on me and assaulting me. You're going to assault me.
Are you gonna
If you're going to assault me,
Are you going to leave?
are you going to assault me if I
Have
don't?
a chat with you outside.
I'd rather.
Why we can talk here? I'm not being like, as they've told you, I've not been aggressive
The
towards
issue
anybody.
you've got is you're now on private property
Right.
because your right to be here has been removed.
And that's a civil trespass, isn't it?
Right?
Civil
Listen.
matter,
Listen.
not police matter. Civil.
It's now our matter.
You're
isn't it?
breaching-
We've been called here. haven't
What?
we?
What?
You're breaching data protection as well because there's no filming once you get past them doors.
No signage. Nobody
right.
showed me a written policy.
They've told
The onus
They've
is on
told
them on data protection, not on me, isn't it?
They told you.
friend.
Oh, I'm not here.
I'm not
to
your
be
friend.
an
Don't call me your friend. You just threatened to assault me.
I'm not trying to assault
You
I
have.
said I'm going to remove you.
Yeah, and that's assault because
Yeah.
you don't have the power
Under
to do
common law,
that.
I do have the
No,
power
you
to remove
don't.
you. Yeah, preemptive force.
Well, tell you what, why don't you give your sergeant a
I
call?
don't need to. Right, out. Let's go.
Oh, there we go. You don't work for organisations. You work for His
Let's call this, my
Majesty.
friend.
You don't work for them.
Property. It's only
And that's
public-
their
it's
problem.
only a-
They have the
listen,
right to
are you-
remove
are
me
you gonna
physically.
listen
No,
to me?
because you're
Or are
chatting
you-
shit.
Are you, mate? Swear again, you'll get nicked.
I'm not allowed to swear in an abusive or threatening manner. I am allowed to use swear words as part of my dialect
No,
if it's
you're
an
not.
expressive
You're
manner.
not.
Talk to Lord Justice Bean about it. He's already
Section
ruled about it in the
5,
High Court.
Section 5.
I know Section 5, I know Section 4 and 4A.
Okay, that's great.
I can swear as part of my general vernacular because it's expressive language
If you
and it's
need-
protected under freedom of expression.
need to speak
I'm
to
not allowed to swear
someone's-
at people. I'm not allowed to use language that may cause alarm, harassment or distress, which would be using it in a threatening or abusive
could be,
manner,
because there's
even if that's towards you, but there's somebody walk past.
Buddy,
I get
have
that.
you got anything better to do than try and get into an argument?
I wasn't trying to get into an
So,
argument.
You won't let me explain my point.
No, because you're chatting shit.
Right, under arrest, public order offence.
Under arrest, yeah?
Yeah, you're under arrest for a public order offence. Okay, so you don't have to say anything that may harm your defence. We've not mentioned one question.
What public was around at that point?
How are you?
I'm not going to shout this out loud. Before I said the word fuck, would you arrest me?
No.
Why?
The rules of Section 5 changed some time ago.
Go on. Please tell me what that is.
Yeah. That's like Section 5. The rules of Section 5 changed. So basically, a police officer can't be offended. Yeah, they changed it all. Basically, the stated case that a police officer can't be offended.
Do you agree with that?
No. Because I think my tolerance levels are higher.
Mm.
However,
They're expected to be there.
yeah, they are. However, I don't expect to be told to F off, if you know what I mean, by someone. As you can probably appreciate.
Yeah, but I get there as well in my job, and I work for the public. as
Yeah,
well.
no.
I know you. I know you're
but no, I
paying
say,
servants.
since Section 5 changed, it has changed here a little bit, really.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
How does your colleague feel? Would you share that opinion?
Yes.
This is where it goes back to was I think there was a case back in 2011. Well, I think it was RV versus Director of Public RV versus Director of Public Prosecutions, 2011. Obviously, a police officer expects to have higher expectations of levels of tolerance against abuse. Very much. What's your thoughts?
No, I agree with what my colleague said. Absolutely.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at the end of the day, that's my job. I take a certain level of abuse more than the regular Joe public would.
Do you get people? Would you say you take more abuse ahead of compliments or people appreciating you?
100%.
So you get more abuse.
Yeah.
Do you feel that's in the situations you find yourselves in? Example: if you're a traffic warden and you're critiquing some people's cars, not that you do that, you're going to get a bit of hostility if you're the one who's caught in you, really. So, would you say when you're kind of put in some situations, you feel that you're going to get, you walk into a situation where you're going to get that kind of response, or do you feel that when you're actually trying to help people, they are still being very
absolutely.
Oh, really?
People, there's an expectation. People just, I say an expectation. What's the right word I'm trying to think of? There's people immediately come in at a certain level with police these days, thinking just giving abuse when they don't actually know the situation. Each situation needs to be done on its own merits. So whatever we're doing, whether it be helping someone, dealing with a situation, dealing with a crime, it needs to be dealt with. We need to deal with a situation on its own merits differently. We can't just go in with an expectation every time. But members of the public, I think, also need to understand each situation on its merits rather than just...
Can I ask you one other thing? Do you think there's a big disparity between the police and the public and our relationships with each other? Especially since with the ACPO kind of situation where...
I think it's more difficult. It's more difficult.
Did you agree or disagree with the actions that government take that enforce police to take over people with during
I haven't got an opinion on that.
Right, no, you're not going to say that, are you?
I haven't got an opinion on that.
Can I take your number, so for reference?
Yeah, 6772.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
It's nice speaking to you, and nice speaking to you, sir. And you, all the best.
Corrupt, aren't you?
I rated public decency. So because we've driven past the senior unit.
No, because we didn't take your shitty advice. You've took the
Don't
swear at us. Shut up! I can say what I like. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. What pub? Where's the public?
We're in the public.
Who? Me and him are the. He's not offended. No, we're not. You don't know public order offence. Explain section 5. Shoe polish here.
You take the details.
Explain section 5. So you don't know section 5, do you? This is all because harassment, because you didn't like us flying our drone.
Say again?
What are you doing at the moment?
Say that again?
What are you doing at the moment, sir?
Say that again?
What are you doing at the moment, sir? You're currently recording outside of a police station.
Say that one more time.
I've said it 3 times now, sir.
One more.
I won't keep repeating myself.
Why not?
You shouldn't be recording outside of a police station.
Why shouldn't I?
Because it puts officers' safety at risk.
Ah. Are you an officer?
I am.
How do I know you're an officer?
I have a warrant badge.
Where's your warrant badge?
It's in my pocket.
You see it?
Because as I mentioned earlier, it puts officers' safety at risk.
How?
Because it's showing their personal vehicles coming in and out. It's showing
hold on a
themselves
second.
coming in and out.
How do you know that they're showing everybody's personal vehicles?
I just saw you record a police vehicle leaving
a police marked vehicle,
marked vehicle,
So is that a vehicle that's driving up and down the street, marked, so everybody else can see it?
That
it's
is
a
true,
police
yes.
vehicle.
But
So
again, I don't know
listen,
how, you're being
stop
quite
a second.
restrictive here,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm being what?
Quite aggressive in your words. I
Because
just
you're
wanna...
being rude now. You said marked police. You said safety.
Personal vehicles, yes.
Yeah, and then personal vehicle. Was that their personal vehicle?
No, I saw you.
Well
Let
then,
me
if it
finish
wasn't their
before you
personal vehicle,
interrupt
no,
me, sir.
right. If it wasn't their personal vehicle, then don't say that I was filming personal vehicles unless you specifically saw that. Did you specifically see me filming personal vehicles?
No, I didn't see you.
Well then, so stop as a DC. Yeah, stop putting words into people's mouths. Do you do that to everybody? People that you arrest, do you start putting words into their mouth?
So that's not at all what I've done.
Yeah, that's what you just said. You said I was
I
being.
don't understand why.
Because you said you lied. That's
Did I
why.
lie?
Yes.
Okay.
You said I'm putting people's safety at risk by filming personal vehicles, and you've got no knowledge of that, and that is what's called a lie. Very shallow.
So you're being very confrontational this entire
No, I'm being
time.
very confident. That's what I'm being. I'm being very confident.
I have challenged you as
I
to
am
why
being.
you're
Well, then don't
outside
challenge me,
of a police
and I can
station.
say what I want. If
know
you want to
why.
see it as confrontational, again, that's a lie. Because I'm standing up for myself.
So you don't
Okay?
even let me finish half of my sentence because you end up
Because
talking
you've
over
lied
me.
to me, and I don't like
haven't lied to you
liars.
at any point.
Then take that back. Retract it. Or is that too hard to do?
So I haven't lied
Is that
at
too
any
hard
point.
to? You have.
I haven't lied
You
at
have.
any point.
You have.
If I have lied to you, I would retract it. But
You
I'm
have
trying
lied
to
to
find
me.
out why you're here.
No, you've lied
If
to
you
me.
need help,
So retract
that's
it
what
first
police
then.
station's for.
Retract
But you're here
it.
with a
Retract
camera in my
it.
face,
Retract it. Did I
not
stop you?
listening to what I'm
Did I
saying.
stop you?
So
Did I stop you? I haven't got my camera in my face because in your face
you
that
clearly don't
I
need
put it in
police
your
help.
face. You stopped to ask me a question. Again, you're lying.
So
You're telling me
you don't
what
need
I.
police help. I'm going to head inside. See if
Are you
there's
going to
anything
retract it? Yes or
anything to
no?
do. So I
Are
haven't
you too
lied
big for
at
that?
any
Foxtrot
point.
Oscar, get lost
Wow,
on your
okay.
bike. Move.
You do realise what Foxtrot Oscar stands for?
What does it stand for?
It stands for F off.
What?
Essentially.
Say that again?
You've basically just sworn at me.
Say that again.
After knowing that I'm a police officer.
Say that again.
You've said to me Foxtrot Oscar.
Right.
Stands for, in the phonetic alphabet, F-O.
Foxtrot Oscar Constable. What does that stand for then? Do you know what it stands
So
for?
you've
Should I
been
tell you what actually it stands
even
for?
more
It stands for
confrontational. Okay.
Fallout Constable.
Fallout Constable.
Yeah. What does it stand
where
for?
Did you get that from?
Where did you get yours from? What was you going to tell me? How do you know it stands for F off? Huh? Because
I'm
what?
not gonna explain
Because you
myself
want to tell me
again.
it stands for F off?
No, sir.
Have you heard of the phonetic alphabet?
Yes, I have. Sir.
And what's an alphabet?
It's a series of letters.
Okay. And how
So,
do you
as I
spell?
said,
How do you
as
spell when you put
I've
lots of
said,
letters together?
I'm going to head inside. If you need help,
I don't
there
need
are
help,
officers
and
that
you
can
shouldn't
help.
have stopped and told me
In which
lies.
case, have a good day.
Pack
I'm
of
gonna
lies. Get lost, liar.
That's very rude, sir, and you know it.
And you're rude, and you know it.
What an idiot, left his window open. And a laptop on the dashboard. What an idiot. I'll wait for him to come out and see what happens. Alright?
Just curious.
Do you not think that's a bit daft?
Huh?
Leaving the window open with an iPad on the dashboard. I think that's a bit stupid, isn't it? You can't be that thick. Well, actually, maybe you could.
Sorry, who are you?
None of your business, you am.
Don't talk to me then.
Piss off.
Don't talk to me.
Well, go on. Jog on.
And you.
Idiot.
Get lost. Latest, mate.
Yeah?
Sorry?
What?
What'd you say?
I said fuck.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
So you want to get nicked for public order now, do you?
Public order? That's harassment. Alarm and distress, public order.
Yep.
You can be alarmed
Yeah,
and
what
and
did you just
distress.
say? What did you just say to me?
What did you say to me? You told me to
What
jog
did
on.
you just say to me? What
Go-
did you
go
just
away.
say to me?
Go and do your
What
job.
did you just say to me?
What, you're that thick?
Yeah, what did you just say to me?
I told you to go away.
Repeat what you just said. Mine's recording too.
Can you identify yourself, please?
No, I don't need to.
Yes, you do.
I'm
It's in
not
your
dealing-
policy. 3.5.5. It's in your
no,
policy.
it doesn't. I'm not dealing with you in a lawful
You've
manner.
come and spoke to me.
Yeah, I spoke to you. Yeah, like a normal member of the public, and I don't need to.
But you're no
identify.
member of the public.
My name's
You're
here.
you're a
My
clown.
phone number's here.
You're no member of the
I
public. You're
don't
an
need to
idiot.
identify myself to you.
Yes, you do.
I'm not dealing with you. So
Why, you didn't come and talk to me, you donkey.
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yay, we've got blue lights. Yay. You're that cock. How are you doing?
Ask you what you're doing, please, sir.
Oh, Inspector, that's brilliant. Can you identify yourself, please, sir?
Inspector Dyson.
Inspector Dyson.
Can I ask you what you're doing, sir?
Taking a picture of these.
Right, why are you doing that?
Because I'm going to report to professional standards and the council.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely disgusting. I've witnessed so many people having to walk onto the road and endanger themselves.
I am recording at the moment.
Thanks for telling me, Inspector. Okay. I'm not having a go at you.
Matter of courtesy, just to let you know. Obviously, I don't know who you are.
Oh yeah,
You've got a mask on. That
brilliant.
That could obviously be some reason for you hiding your identity. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got a camera going.
I have, and I really
taking photos of police station, police buildings, which you do know there is an offence which doesn't get prosecuted very often regarding taking photographs of public buildings, which this is one of. Okay, so I would ask you to desist on doing that. Okay,
really?
If you want to take photographs of police vehicles, that's fine. That's up to yourself.
What offence is it, please, if you don't mind me asking?
If you want to look it up, I don't know the full legislation. So
to be honest, Inspector, and I mean this with the utmost respect, I'm flabbergasted that you seem to think it's an offence, or there is an offence, to film public buildings, but you can't tell me what it is. I'm flabbergasted.
Why?
Well, a man of your experience, you look like you've been at job for a long time. You're an inspector,
you're obviously
and you can't tell me what offence it
trying
is.
To get a bite out of me, and you've got.
I'm not trying to get a bite out of you.
What I'll say to you is there is a lot of legislation out there,
right,
okay,
which I know.
Well, yeah. You tell me what that legislation is.
Well, I don't need to tell you. You're an inspector, mate.
I've told you there's legislation that prevents people from taking photographs of public buildings.
Right.
Okay. I can't quote the actual script here of the legislation.
Well, until you can quote
it's in place.
Stop talking about it.
Right, okay.
Because I know what it is. But until you can quote it, stop talking about it. I don't wish to discuss it any further.
What I say to you now is you are now getting to a level where you are now becoming a little bit obstructive and offensive.
Well,
okay.
You came up to me.
I would ask you to leave the area. I've come up to you to ask you why you're taking photographs of a public building and police vehicles, okay? And you're obviously one of these people that wants to come round and try and wind police officers up.
I'm just armed. It's nice to see you don't have a gang badge on. You've got a gang badge on, so don't even look at me. I don't want to speak to you. Get rid of that. Get yourself on eBay and get yourself one of these. $2.99 and wear it with pride. The Union Jack flag. Yeah, take that crap off. Get a Union Jack.
I am starting to believe that you are now committing a racist incident.
No, I'm not.
If you carry on a
racist incident?
Yeah.
I'm a British citizen on British soil.
I perceive this to be a racist matter now. Okay.
I am a British citizen on British soil.
I would ask you to leave the area, okay? Because you just offended me and my colleagues.
Okay, so the police officer can't be offended.
British
by
citizen.
saying that badges that we wear
I am a British
offensive.
Citizen on British, and somebody else recorded.
Can I take your details,
this is,
please? Because I believe you may be committing offences now.
Fitting an offence. Committing an offence?
Yeah, obstructing the highway.
No, these are obstructing the highway.
Offences in relation
your police van's obstructing the highway.
Yeah, that is allowed to do because I'm dealing with an incident that's protecting
There's no
me.
incident.
Bye-bye.
Don't wish to speak to you anymore. Good. Absolute muppet.
That's your first warning regarding public order. If you call me a muppet again, I will arrest you. Okay?
For what?
Public order. Harassment, alarm, distress. Okay?
Are you being serious?
No, I am very serious.
You are going to be very, very famous by the end of today, my friend. Very famous.
If you call me a muppet again, I will arrest you.
Let me get out of the way because now I'm obstructing the road. I am going to prove to you now that I am not here.
It's offensive.
I am going to prove to you, Inspector, on camera, that I am.
You're under arrest for harassment, alarm, and distress.
Had your chances there, pal. Had my chances. I ain't done no wrong, mate. You're going to be in a lot of trouble. Can you let go of my arm, please?
No, you're under arrest.
You're going to be in a lot of trouble, Inspector. What are you pushing me up against there for? I'm not struggling. I'm not struggling. What are you pushing me for? There's no need to push me.
Yeah.